Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Um, Today I'm recording from the kitchen and I am so excited because I'm about to cook my favorite meal. So today we are preparing something that I really love because I'm a sucker for traditional food, and so I decided this Saturday evening I'm going to prepare my family a proper traditional dinner. And what that means is, okay, it's not that deep, but I'm going to cook something that you don't get every day. Okay, so it's something I really like, but it takes a little bit of time to prepare, so I make it once in a while, and that is, take a guess. You probably guessed it wrong, obviously. So what I'm preparing is, I don't know if you can see, yeah, these are beans. And what that means is I'm preparing Oshingali. So I'm going to cook Oshingali and marathon chicken and mango pap. And Oshingali and chicken are going to be singing in the Jove darling. And underneath that Jove is going to be a nice thick omai sauce. So if you like any of these things that I've said here, please take along. And for those that like Oshingali like me and maybe don't know how to make it, to prepare it, can stick around and just see the process. It's a bit it's not complicated, but it's like tedious. Not my favorite, but okay. So here goes. Nothing but something to those that don't know. So first thing, you get your white beans, pure white, ne? And tuaolola opuku femo ipeta inaikali ni pamo nawa ilongenge pamo kuina ndokuja mukanda ngingo muno madu. Take out all the dirt if there's any. I'll afa aningangitsam amakala fafi patelamun not nice. Because I'm going down, but you find sometimes you find these ones that look so like like they're not in a tower. Yeah, I don't know. But take everything out that is not nice and you leave, them. You leave the ones that obviously nice and big. Okay, we're going to put on it. Okay, put on it. Okay, so ladies, you leave them in a nice and wide bowl to leave room for you to maneuver your hands around, because you are going to be removing the skin from the actual beans. Okay, so first thing first, you add water, cold water to the bowl, and don't put a lot of water, just enough to moisturize. Oh my goodness. Okay, the other thing is also omakundo hafulu, so don't cook too much because your pot is going to be full. Like this is actually really a lot. Okay, so first step, you add a little bit of water like this. They are wet, you see, they are wet. Don't put a lot, you can see there's not much excess water underneath. So when you just mix, make sure everything is nice and moisturized. And with this, you start now to rub your hands together like this to remove the skin. You see, it's already starting to come off. You see, like this. So I'm going to be using both my hands to do this, and it's nice to do this while they are not like over moisturized, because when you let them sit for too long, they become soft, and when you do this, they'll start breaking, and that's not what you want. Okay, so this is what we are doing. I'm just going to be doing this. I don't know, the bowl is too deep, Anindela. Just this, okay? This. The skin really comes off nicely when the beans are not over moisturized, because they're still dry and hard. It's just the skin that's like wet at this point. They should start looking like this. You see, the skin has started coming off. And don't just also rub too hard, otherwise they'll obviously crack, and that's not what you want. You see, let me show you how they look now. You see, it's coming off nicely. And you saw me adding a little bit of water earlier, because I felt like they were a bit too dry. It's also not, advisable to work with, too dry. And what now? And the moisturized beans, so you have to make sure you have the right moisture. So just keep rubbing until you feel like most of the skin has come. You need to do this as fast as possible, so that by the time takakala tutunini skin naisha ya chako. By the time they are too soft, I have peeled off all the skin. The trick to this is when you boil beans without peeling, like minge toteleko mushangaini, the sauce that comes out is most brown, and then the beans also turn brown. The reason for that is because it's this skin, so it's what makes the brown sauce. So the reason we take it off is because we want Oshingali shitoka. So if you don't peel properly and you leave some skin on, Oshingali is going to be brown. That's why we take this process serious. So yeah, don't skip on, no shortcuts. Maybe you should come up with a better way to peel our beans. Let me add again some water. After making it I need to do this. Speed up. Speed up the process of the speed. And that is what we don't want. Okay, So, and then at the end of the day, you know, there will still be some that will have their skin on. So after we take off the skin, we'll separate the beans from the skin, and then those that still have their skin stuck on, we'll also take them out and throw them away with the skin. Because if we leave them in, brown. And we don't want to cook. And nobody's trying to cook brown Oshingali. No way. It should be nice and creamy. See? There's now more skin on my hands. And this is how it looks inside the bowl. See? Yeah. Let's just do a little bit again. Here, some more, so we can do better than this. We can definitely do better than this. It's also getting late and beans take long to cook also, and I don't want us to eat late, so let us, end here with the peel and work with what I have now. So my arms, my neck. The thing is also last minute things. Napiganda po sila na lesyo. Ang pinanggaling na nandote. Ito yung ito niya. Ganda. Sira sila nga. At what it is. So I moved to the zinc because I want to start separating now, taking out the skin now. So what I'm doing is, in my last rubbing session, I'll be rubbing, and all the skin that will be stuck on my hands like this, I'm not going to be putting them back in the bucket anymore. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm rubbing like this now. You can't see the bucket because it's in the zinc, but this is what I'm doing. Yeah, you see, most of the skin is on my hands. Now I will just remove Okay, so you see all this skin. I'm not going to be putting it back in the bucket anymore, but just putting the other zinc. This process net by this time we have more than enough So forward we go. Now let's put water in the bowl and see what happens. All the beans must be under water, and you see, all this are not nice. Just throw them out. Throw them out, throw them out, throw them out. All the skin will float on top. It's just that the water is a lot now, but I'll take out some. Just want all the beans that are not like nice to float, so I can take them out. I shall have any put they will float. Pele, what, imbodi, peta, jamu, all those things will float. And if you do this, you'll see skin is floating. Let's take out some water. You see the skin is on top. Okay, that's enough. Now you can take it off. See? Oh my goodness, seriously, working with one hand is not, the best, but I just want to show you. Some of these are great, but not really weak. So, oh my goodness. See? Okay, so this is what you do at this stage. Okay, let me use both hands now. Okay, let's try this. Since now, okay, the beans are underwater, so most of the skin is expected to be floating like on top. So I'll take off everything that is on top, put it in one bowl, and what remains I'll put in this one, because those ones should have like really few skin in them. Okay, now let's see. So okay, now I think the best thing is let me stir this as well. All of the skin that are underneath comes on top, and then I'll take off I'll pour out the water before I remove everything that is on top. So I'm just waiting for it to sit, and then for a bit, and then I'll pour out the water and see how it looks first. You see where most of the skin is. So what I want to do is I want to put this in this bowl. Okay, so I've poured out the water, and this is what's left. Most of the skin is in here. Still with some beans that were on top, but these ones that are left have really few skin like amongst them. So now, if I had enough time, right? If I had enough time to get on the hair, I'll just put these on something like that of andale or something like that. Put it in the sun and let it dry. When it gets dry, and then prepare to making the half, whatever is left, whatever skin is left should come out. But now, since I'm a last minute person, I don't have that kind of time, so I'll still have to find a way to remove the skin that is left in this method. Let me put it in the manual bowl. And I still figure out, manually remove all some of this skin that is still left here. For me to transfer this straight from here to the pot because I don't have time to let it down. It's late. You know what? There's still a little bit of sun outside, so I'll put this mokambalomo. Maybe no action, no longer I'll wash it, and then I'll take it outside in the sun and see how far it gets. Let's see. I think I can work with this. Let's see how this works out. And let me get back inside so I can still in water and just see how far it gets. Listen, the sun set like a minute after I took those beans outside. So, which means I had to separate the beans from the skin with my hands, and that process takes long. So I ended up putting the beans in the pressure cooker to speed up the process a little bit. This is me transferring the beans from the pressure cooker to the pot so I can add my ingredients and start with the mashing. The beans were a little bit overcooked. I think I kept them in the pressure cooker for longer than I was supposed to, but it's okay. I can still work with this. So I know my has oil, but I still like to add butter to mine, just what I prefer. So the only thing I add is butter, salt, and now omai. This is omai woma hoku, not womanyete woma hoku. So I just add it in like that, and then I start stirring. Since they were already like soft, I just needed to stir with oluko like this. And I tried not to stir like too much to make it too fine, because I don't like it to be like too fine, like blended. I don't like. I know some people blend theirs, but I don't like mine too fine. So I just mash like this, and it gets to the consistency that I want, and I keep it as that. So you need to keep stirring. Shashi Oshingali hashialel. You don't want it to have that smell. Shalalala. So you just stir as many times as possible and as often as possible. On the other hand, I have my chicken that is also ready for a meal, and with this one I've put it in a small like little plate and then a bowl and added water and just mixed it with water so that it's not thick like the way I added it to Oshingali. And the reason I'm doing this is because it is easier to mix in Oshingali because I was already gonna stir and mash, but it's not the same with meat. That's why you mix it with a little bit of water. And when you're cooking anything with omai, you don't add spices, you don't add like things like onions, you only add salt. Okay, so you cook it with salt and then you serve it with ojobe if you have, and if you don't have, you can just serve it like that. Someone told me they ate oshingali that was cooked with curry. Honestly, I cannot even imagine how that looked or how it tasted, because it just doesn't make sense. Why would you add spices to omai, honestly? So yeah, so you keep it on until the sauce thickens, and you don't cook it with enough water. You keep adding water, a little bit of water, until you will see when it's ready, because it will be thick and the meat will start looking like brownish. So you see it's starting to thicken. You should just be patient and also stir a little bit so that you don't have that brown whatever thing that gets stuck on the bottom of the pot. And so you just keep stirring until it thickens. Trust the process, and also don't cook it on high heat, low heat. Add a little bit of water as you go until your sauce is ready. Okay, this is what we are looking for. You see the meat is a little bit brownish and the sauce is now thick. This is exactly what we are looking for. Okay, we are about to have a good time. I did that. Yes. Oh, happy dance. Oh, happy dance. Whew. I'm about to sleep like itidumako fuda. But anyways, in conclusion, that is it. That is how you prepare oshingali. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Danke.